ba na Blue Ribbon investigation, may na-cite nga po kung isang di umanong flood control project doon lang sa Quezon City na supposed to bring flood water from a creek into a river. Baliktad yung nangyari. Mas napalala yung flooding sa mga nakapalibot na mga kalsada up to Banawe and up to Araneta Avenue. So I think people who hear this hearing can probably resonate already with what you said. And I guess just to close this question of mine, since sabi nyo nga Yusek, 2016 pa pala, meron na po kayo ng Biofuel Philippines project. Since last year there was that memo. So kumbaga, in the debate or negotiation between DENR and DPWH, meron naman na kayong maipapakita na instruments, no, systems, tools, sukat ng kalikasan, accounts that can go head to head with any other department for the consideration of your whole cabinet. So my last question on this topic, Mr. Chair, kaugnay nga ng PENCAS na binanggit na rin ni Yusek. So ano po yung concrete roadmap ng DENR saka timeline para buong ma-implementa yung PENCAS, Philippine Ecosystem and Natural Capital Accounting System, RA 11195, which is the necessary and fundamental tool to generate the data required for scientifically ranking and sequencing NBS projects within major river basins. Yung technical working group po ba ng department na kompleto na yung implementing rules and regulations na due noong Mayo nitong taon, Mr. Chair?
Madam Chair, the IRR itself has already been completed, and in May that was published, and therefore is already effective. But I'll ask Yusek to give some more details.
Yes, Yusek, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Madam Chair. The DNR has already formulated its NCA implementation plan, which was also based on the NCA roadmap, which was formulated by the Interagency Committee on Environment and Natural Resources Statistics. In the NCA implementation plan, we have identified different phases. The first one will be on institutional and data systems development, where we will have to establish the data needed for the accounting of the ecosystem services. And then we need also do organizational restructuring, which was mandated also by the PENCAS law, to identify up to our central level, Madam Chair, because our task would even include getting the data that will come from the local government unit. So it's a tedious task that we need additional support of our support to our CENROs and PENROs and regional offices. And then the capacity building. That's the phase 1. For phase 2 would be the mainstreaming of the site-specific ecosystem accounts. That would mean developing the indicators and also updating the NCA roadmap. And then phase 3 would be the actual piloting of the ecosystem accounting. So the preparatory work we hope to finish, Madam Chair, by until next year. We have started this month. So after that, Madam Chair, in the next 2 to 3 years, we'll be able to develop the system and pilot test, Madam Chair.
So at most 3 years pa yung timeline nyo. So by end of this administration, fully implemented na or implementable yung PENCAS law. Okay. Salamat po, Yusek. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Those are my questions for this topic. And so, Mr. Chair, shall we ask them to continue their presentation? Ayan, perfect timing, Madam Chair. Pero bawasan yung stress. We just talked about your PENCAS.
I know, I monitored it when I was there for a while.
Okay.
I know, it's...
Super.
Before you proceed to another subject and go back to that, I'm glad that I saw certain site-specific areas of account systems, account services being measured tumulong ba sa inyo ang PSA? Kasi mandato nila yon. Sila ang tumulong. Yeah.
Madam Chair, the PSA is central po sila. So actually yung data nila also comes from the
Kayo ang
ANR
pumili
data.
ng areas that will be measured.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
And I saw may Mount Magda, etc. Certain areas. You mean these areas, are they part of the 100 plus, INIPAS or different? Are they part of INIPAS?
Madam Chair, some are part of the INIPAS, some are initial components.
That's okay. So good.
Yes.
And yan. Site-specific ecosystem account. So, natutuwa ako. Thank you for asking that, dear. Na may silbi yung ating batas. At alala ko nun, nag-interpolate ka ng gusto. Tapos sinabi pa ni Coco, he was minority leader? Was he?
Yes,
Yeah. He said, we may not understand the law of Senator Legarda, but because it's difficult to understand. But we trust your judgment and we will vote in favor. Minority kayo.
And my former minority leader did vote for it also.
Correct. Yeah, and I think you've always been very, very supportive of this not easy to understand but very essential forms of legislation. So, ibig sabihin yan, kayo ang pumili, tumulong po ang PSA dahil sila, mandato nila yan, at nasukat na yan, di ba? We cannot treasure what we do not measure. So, yan. So, sinukat na po yan. Itong lugar na to. So, pag sinukat na yan, alam natin ang kahalagahan sa buhay natin. Tama? So, give us the full reports of those. I want to see an output of PENCAS as applied in these sites. Does that mean that this depending on the kind of ecosystem, this can be traded for carbon sequestration, like with Singapore? Pwede ba yun? Or hindi? Maa-apply ba, let's say, ang protected landscape, ang forest, ang bundok, at kaya bang sukatin, dahil may sukat, meron na kayong value ng ecosystem niya, ecosystem services, can this be measured for carbon sequestration so it can be bought by the Singapore government to meet their net zero by 2050. Kasi di ba you're fixing the legal framework for that. Is that, let's say, the Cleopatra Needle Forest Reserve. So lahat ba yan ay, we're not selling for exploitation, we're selling for their credits. Are we ready to sell this for credits? Or if hindi pa, if you're not ready to answer, no. Anyway, let us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want to see the report of the of these 5 as pertaining to PENCAS. Paano magandang basahin yung report. And then maybe we go back to the technical experts and even to PSA and DepDev and kayo, because you're the ones doing the framework. How do we make this report ready based on this initial information we have so that they can be part of our carbon trading with Singapore? Diba? In fact, all our 100, how many protected areas? 114? Ilan ang protected areas? 120 plus? What's our total protected areas? 121. 1 to 1? 1 to 1. Assuming that's correct. All the 1 to 1 should be prepared. We should prepare that for carbon trading. And it's just a suggestion. Then you can, so ito. Okay, Tago. Saan yung Tago? Where is Tago? What province is Tago? River? What region is it? Who knows where Tago River is, please? Region 6. Sa amin. Saan dyan? Ba't hindi ko alam? Anong probinsya po? Huh?
Ma'am,
Surigao and Agusan.
Oh, that's Caraga, not
Caraga,
6.
Region 13.
Say it again, please.
Surigao and Agusan, there's
Caraga,
Yeah.
not 6. Okay. Then Southern Palawan. Ayan meron na carbon sink and sequestration. So kasama na siya sa ecosystem accounts. O Laguna de Bay. Ayan. Kaya nga patingin. Kasi bullet points lang to Patingin kung paano nyo ginawa ang inyong ecosystems accounting sa mga sites na ito? Yeah, by tomorrow. That's exciting. Nothing's perfect. Just whatever you have. And let's see how this would comply with the mechanism that you said you're finishing before ASEAN or by this end of this year, the turnover sa atin, so that we can comply with Singapore's request for carbon trading.
Madam Chair, follow-up question lang.
Thank you, Sanrisa.
Oo, salamat po. Secretary, or maybe si Yusek din, yung environmental accounts, ginagawa rin po ba sa mga mineral reservations? Opo, kasi itong mga ino-offer for exploration o kaya sa mga areas na ina-assess ng MGB for declaration as mining reserves. So, ginagawa rin po doon.
Madam Chair, the evaluation criteria that were used for identifying the priority sites, they include characterized as key biodiversity areas, mining areas, critical watershed or river basin, climate change, and disaster consideration. So these are among the criteria that were taken into account.
Salamat, Mr. Secretary. Salamat, Madam Chair.
On the forest carbon, can you quickly, Assistant Director Kabigting, can just give you some of the updates just on what we are doing right now?
Madam Chair and other Your Honors, on the point earlier on the potential of carbon sequestration for a forest parcel area, we're studying now. We're conducting a project now, ma'am, Your Honor and Madam Chair, on how to determine the carbon sequestration potential of a certain forest area, so that when we decide to develop forest carbon projects there, we know how fast and how efficient the projects would be in that certain type of area. One area that we're doing the project is in Upper Marikina, actually, ma'am, with the help of the French Development Agency and UPLB, Madam Chair. So to your question earlier, once we've identified the accounts that carbon sequestration is an account in an area, in a given ecosystem, we then have to identify the potential, the carbon sequestration potential of that area based on how the ecosystem can regenerate, or what types of forest management interventions you have to put in so that you expand your carbon stock and therefore generate carbon credits, which then can be traded to whoever the proponent is, Madam Chair.
If you're doing Upper Marikina, that means that would include the Masungi Reserve.
It includes the 26,000 hectare that's protected, ma'am, Madam Chair.
All of the Masungi Reserve, Geo Reserve.
I will have to
I
get
think
back
we
to
should
you.
measure that.
Yeah.
That's government
Yes,
land.
ma'am.
That's
Yes,
the people's
it
land.
definitely
Yes.
is. If it's
While
part of
it
the
is
26,000.
privately run, a part of it, I think we must do
Not all the time.
site-specific, you call it site-specific, or that you chose that site, okay? So you measure the value of the natural wealth
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Masungi.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Anyway, those taking care of it are doing, I think, taking care of it quite well, right? Yes.
The project site, Madam Chair, is the whole 26,000 hectares of the Upper Marikina protected
Correct.
river
So it's
basin.
part of the Upper Marikina, which you mentioned you are measuring
Yes,
for
Madam.
PENCAS,
For carbon sequestration potential, Madam Chair.
Yes.
For carbon credits.
for carbon credits.
Yes,
That's
Madam.
one of the sites for carbon credits.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Madam
Like to see. Yes, proceed.
Follow up lang po. Kay Secretary, ano pong planong gawin ng OSEC dun sa hidwaan ng Masungi Reserve Foundation at ang DNR?
Madam Chair, since I came in only in June, so I'm, what is this? I'm giving myself up to the end of the year to fully study the case. And they had a motion for reconsideration, so I have not resolved that at my level pending further study. Thank you.
Salamat, Secretary. Madam Chair, if I could just say that I hope the OSEC will give this a very strong second try. Kasi nung nakaraan,